that was the good news as well around it.
It sounds really, to me anyway, it sounds really entrepreneurial to, if there isn't a gallery space there to showcase your work, then you create your own gallery.
Yeah.
Do you think that coming from a deprived background, that fosters that entrepreneurial spirit, that creativity around if it's not there, let's create it?
Yeah, I think it is kind of the thread that seems to be running through this when I'm trying to sort of link the story, is that, you know, if the world's not the way you like it, try and make it the way you like it. You know, and you know, and do it, you know, and you know, not to be do it in a way where you're hurting people or something. Just take control of yourself, you know. And you know, it's easier said than done, of course, you know. But the thing is, it doesn't happen overnight. You know, it's something you need to sort of walk towards.
You have to work pretty hard.
You have to work. Mm-hmm. You know, you have to be maybe a bit determined about it, and try and be enjoying it, you know, and not be looking for pots of gold.
Mm-hmm. So from art school to where you are now, what happened in between times?
Well, I mean, I get pretty lucky, you know. There's a time and a place, and you know, and that's a big part of luck, you know. And as much as whenever we were doing those small exhibitions, you know, in bedrooms, and we even did one called My Little Toilet, where it was somebody's toilet, and we did a whole show, a group show in a toilet, you know, just small works, which was good fun as well, you know. But you know, that all started to build, and then I started getting interest from galleries around, like London, etc. It started to come up to see these shows, and they'd heard about it, and they wanted to meet the artists that were involved in doing this thing.
How did that feel?
At the time, I mean, we were happy about it, but I never realised like what the potential was of it. You know, again, it was just like, you know, day-to-day thing. You know, I didn't have any really major sort of projections on it. You know, or ambitions attached to it. So once that happened, we started to get invited to do shows in other places. You know, shows in London, shows abroad. You know, I did my first show. I mean, I hadn't been abroad for years and years and years. You know, and I did a show in France. You know, and that was great because it was kind of like going on holiday, except you know you had a sort of purpose and somebody was paying for it. So that was brilliant.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, you know, but I started getting more and more of that stuff, and of course that just starts to gather that bit of momentum in it, and before you know it, here I am. But you know, it's not been like a kind of master plan. I was just quite happy in myself to be getting on with doing my thing, you know, and luckily other people seem to enjoy it, and it's kind of snowballed a wee bit from there.
There's obviously talent there as well. I mean, it's not just luck, isn't it? And it's hard work.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's. I think it's a bit of everything. You know, I think you know you need to be working hard and thinking hard about what you're doing, and then hopefully you know it will sort of get a wee bit of momentum in it, and you know, and you'll get a life out of it.
You've certainly done fantastically well. I mean, you're a world stage contemporary artist now, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's...
What message would you give to kids who are coming through it, living in a sort of deprived area and like the East End, and who want to go forward and succeed in their chosen area of... Mm-hmm. What is the thing? What message would you be giving to them? Yeah,
I think like a mixture of believing in yourself and allowing yourself to be educated. I think education's the key to everything, and self-belief as well. And don't allow anybody to make you feel bad about yourself.
For sure, absolutely. As I said, we're delighted to have you on board as an ambassador for With Kids. What made you decide to get involved with this charity? What is it that appeals? I mean, there's hundreds of charities out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, the story attached to this charity sort of resonates with me, you know, and you know, I think it's important that from a very young age, children are encouraged, you know, and they're encouraged in their own self-belief, and they're encouraged to look forward to education, you know, and I think like those two things for me are key, and I think like this charity in particular is all about that, and it's all about giving kids a voice and an education and a self-belief that will give them the tools to go out into the world on their own and do something for themselves.